Have you ever wished for a love spell to bring back someone you lost? What if I told you there's a powerful, ancient ritual that can help you win back the one you love? But it's not what you think. It's not about candles, chants, or magic potions. This is a ritual of the mind, a love spell crafted from the timeless wisdom of the Stoic philosophers. This isn't about manipulation. It's about transformation. It's about becoming the person your ex fell in love with in the first place. But even better, it's about building a foundation so strong, so attractive, that they can't help but notice the new you. If you're ready to stop hoping and start acting, to turn your pain into power, then stick with me. We're about to unlock the Stoic secrets to rekindling a lost love. First things first, we need to confront the painful truth. Your ex is gone. The constant checking of their social media, the rereading of old texts, the fantasizing about them knocking on your door, it all has to stop. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. You cannot control whether they come back. You cannot control their feelings, their actions, or who they're talking to. Trying to do so will only drive you mad and push them further away. Your power lies in what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your character. So, the first step in this ritual is a radical act of acceptance. Accept the reality of the breakup. Grieve it, feel the pain, but do not let it consume you. This acceptance isn't giving up. It's clearing the battlefield so you can start fighting for the right person, yourself. Now, let's talk about the dreaded no contact rule. Most people see it as a tactic to make their ex miss them. A Stoic sees it differently. No contact is not a game, it's your training ground. This is your time to detox from the emotional dependency on your ex. It's a period for self-reflection and growth, not for anxiously waiting by the phone. Use this time to ask yourself the hard questions. What went wrong in the relationship? What was my part in it? Not in a self-blaming way, but with honest curiosity. What weaknesses in my character were exposed? Was I too needy? Too jealous? Did I lose myself in the relationship? The Stoics believe that self-examination is the beginning of all improvement. Write it all down. This honest inventory is the blueprint for the person you are about to become. With this blueprint in hand, we begin the reconstruction phase. The Stoics championed for cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Let's make these the pillars of your transformation. Wisdom is about understanding yourself and the world better. Read books, listen to podcasts, learn a new skill, expand your mind. Courage is about facing your fears and stepping outside your comfort zone. Hit the gym, start that project you've been putting off. Travel somewhere new, even if it's just a nearby town you've never visited. Do things that scare you a little. Justice, in this context, is about being fair to yourself and others. It means taking responsibility for your mistakes without drowning in guilt, and it means forgiving your ex for theirs. It's about treating yourself with the respect you deserve. And finally, temperance. This is all about self-control and moderation. It's the antidote to the emotional roller coaster you've been on. Practice mindfulness. Meditate. Learn to observe your feelings of sadness or longing without letting them dictate your actions. When the urge to text him hits, go for a run instead. When you feel lonely, call a friend or family member. Temperance is about choosing your long-term well-being over short-term relief. It's about building emotional resilience. Every time you choose a constructive action over a reactive impulse, you are strengthening your character. You are becoming more disciplined, more self-sufficient, and infinitely more attractive. People are drawn to those who have their lives together, who radiate a quiet confidence and inner peace. So, you've accepted the situation. You've used no contact for genuine self, and you've started building your character on the Stoic virtues. You are no longer the person who was in that relationship. You're stronger, wiser, and more centered. Now what? This is where the spell truly takes effect. You live your life. You post your adventures, your accomplishments, your new hobbies, not for them, but for you. You radiate this newfound energy. Your happiness is no longer tied to their presence in your life. This is the ultimate paradox. The moment you genuinely no longer need them to come back is often the moment they become most interested in doing so. They will see this transformation, whether through social media, mutual friends, or a chance encounter. They will notice that you are not just surviving without them, you are thriving. And if they do reach out, how do you respond as a Stoic? Calmly, without desperation. You are not the same person they left. You are now negotiating from a position of strength and self. You can engage with them, but with a different mindset. You are evaluating if they are worthy of being part of your new, well-built life. The conversation is no longer about begging them to come back. It's about seeing if the two of you, as you are now, are compatible. It's about determining if a new, healthier relationship can be built on the ashes of the old one. The power dynamic has completely shifted. You are no longer the one chasing. You are the one being sought. But what if they don't come back? This is the most important part of the Stoic love spell. If you've truly done the work, it won't matter as much as you thought it would. The goal was never just to get them back. The true goal was to reclaim yourself. You have built a life of purpose, resilience, and happiness that is entirely your own. You have transformed your greatest pain into your greatest strength. You have become a person who is complete on their own. And a person like that is a magnet for healthy, loving relationships. So whether your ex returns or someone new and even better comes along, you win. The Stoic ritual isn't about manipulating someone else. It's about mastering yourself. And in self-mastery, you find not only the chance to rekindle an old flame, but the power to light a fire within yourself that can never be extinguished. This is the path. It's not easy, and it's not quick. It requires discipline and courage, but it's a path that guarantees you will emerge from this heartbreak, not as a victim, but as a hero of your own story. You will have won back the most important person you could ever lose. Yourself, and that is a magic more powerful than any love spell. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more wisdom on living a stronger, more meaningful life. Take care.